ballots have been cast, the die is set, but Alberta ain't ready to kneel just yet. They chose their king, their power was met, but we don't answer to Ottawa yet. No crown gave us what we've earned, just dirt and fire and lessons learned. Now the ground it shakes, the steel it groans, and Alberta walks alone. We ride sovereign steel through fire, through frost. We ain't the last, we're the line they lost. Alberta stands, never on its knees. A nation born in the forge of the free. From the rigs to the rails, the crops to the code, we lit their streets, we bore their load. They laughed at pride, they mocked the West, but freedom don't die, it just waits for the test. The cowboys ride, the farmers rise, 5 million strong under open skies. No leash, no lie, no foreign throne. This land is steel and it stands alone. We ride sovereign steel through fire, through frost. We ain't the last, we're the line they lost. Alberta stands, never on its knees. A nation born in the forge of the free. Can't kill the mountain, can't drown the plain, can't burn the spirit that won't be chained. He stares down east with a calloused hand and says, this time we draw the line in the land. We ride sovereign steel through fire, through frost. We ain't the last, we're the line they lost.
Whoa, 7-Eleven Daily Summary. This Bruce Scholl here. Wow. Is anybody else fired up? Fired up. I am so lit, as my kids would say. I am on fire because what an exciting time to be alive. I am so grateful that you're here. Make sure to get more eyeballs on this information by sharing it out to your friends and family. I appreciate you doing that. And I appreciate you being here. Thank you, Lord, for this opportunity. I am so grateful for you guys joining me. And wow, we have some really groundbreaking news. Well, not groundbreaking, but it is just historic. We are on the precipice. We are in the march towards freedom, towards sovereignty here in Alberta, towards getting out from under the boot of Ottawa. It's been 120 years. You know what? Now it's 121 because it's now 2026. This is the first episode of 2026, and I want to welcome you for welcome you for joining me on 7-Eleven Daily Summary. This is episode number 1 of 2026. Why did I put the wrong date? Hang on one second. I got to fix something here. Oh God, I got to go through all of these and fix them. I cannot believe it. I got the wrong date on this. Just what the heck was I thinking? How did I get 2025? Like, what is that? What am I, a newbie here? Guess I'm a newbie. Just making mistakes on the first day of 2026. Well, we used to make mistakes by writing the wrong date in the checkbook, but since we don't use checkbooks so much anymore, then I guess this is where the rubber hits the road. All right, I think I managed to fix it. All right. You guys, this is historic. We are on the precipice of um, creating the most free nation and creating a beacon for the rest of the world right here, right in our soil, right where your children and your children's children will be playing and growing and expanding and making a much better universe right here in the greatest province at this point, the greatest province, the greatest nation to be, Alberta. I'm excited to be here with you on this momentous occasion. Thank you so much for being here. What an extraordinary time to be alive. I keep saying that just because it really is. God bless you all, and thank you for being here. All right, we're going to get started here. We're going to get to unscrewing some news. I'll just tell you a little bit about what we're going to be talking about. Obviously, we're going to talk about Alberta independence and elections, Alberta, the independence referendum, and a petition, and where that's going. I reached out to Mitch Sylvestre from the Alberta Prosperity Project. He wasn't available for tonight. We might get him in another night, but I got Dennis Modry coming tomorrow night, and we're going to talk about this, obviously, in great depth. And I keep calling him the godfather of Alberta independence. Dr. Dennis Modry was the pioneer, it seems like, from what I can tell, in this push to untyrannical, to unseat the tyrant of Ottawa, to break the chains from this monolith out east that continues to rape and pillage Albertans and our resources. Just a short little thing that really pisses me off, and it's a little dig at history. We joined the Union in 1905, and they brought us on because they would steal our resources. So actually, in case you didn't know this little nugget of history is that Ottawa brought us on board in 1905. And I don't know what they were offering us. Probably they were offering us, to be with the moronic elite from the East. But they kept our resources, and not until 1930 did we actually get control of our own resources here in Alberta. So we were definitely the slave class from 1905 until 1930, and now they just write rules that that favor them and siphon our money off to other provinces. So we are stepping towards that arm in arm as we move to protect what we have here, our way of life in Alberta. And I am grateful that you're here with me. All right, anyway, we're going to talk about the APP, so the Alberta Prosperity Project, the petition. We're going to talk about, oh my God, Somalia, like you haven't heard enough of that crap. Just I thought it would be, timely to talk about this. And as well as we're gonna discuss silver again, as if we can stop thinking about silver. I don't know about you, but I got silver in the brain after talking to David Parker the other night, and myself, I'm an extreme silver bug. But this is a great time to have silver. Anyway, I just want to talk about China, and I don't know if you knew about this, but I'm going to bring up a little bit about China on January 1st. Major development there. And I'm gonna show you a really interesting resource that I found, and I put together a book. I don't have time to write a book at this point, but I did ask this brilliant AI to put together a book, and it's called Alberta. Let me just see if I can just pull it up, and I'll tell you the title. That's not it. Where did it go? It is there. Alberta Unleashed, the birth of a free nation and the dawn of the unfettered prosperity. So I will just touch on that and show you a little bit about that. But we're going to get into unscrewing some news. I appreciate you being here. And I always like to start off by saying thank you, which I did. But I love to work with local businesses. Obviously, Nugget Stacker is a big proponent of Unscrew the News and what I'm doing here. So I want to say thanks to them. But you can find their website, go right through my website, unscrewthenews.com, go to the Nugget Stacker logo. And I would suggest getting gold and silver. Again, I'm not your investment advisor. I'm not giving you an investment advice, but I do suggest you holding gold and silver for your family's future. Gold and silver is a store of wealth. Not that there is this major upside right now because I was buying it, let me see, 10, 11 years ago at $20 an ounce. Now it's $100 an ounce. Let me just take a quick look. I think it was $100.04 per ounce right now. So that's pretty extreme. Anyway, get gold and silver. Go through my website. If you have any questions, 1-866-644-2121, nuggetstacker.com. Great people to work with. You get a little bit of a discount going through my website, so I appreciate you doing that and supporting a local business. All right, we're going to get into Unscrewing the News now. I'm coming to you from the heart of the battle-ready nation of Alberta. We bring you truth and optimism, and our goal is to break free from the media and the globalist mind control. It is January 1st, 2026. What? Does my clock say that? No. It's January 1st, 2026, episode number 245. Petition time, Alberta independence. Let's go. All right. I'm going to bring this up here and show you what I'm talking about. All right. Elections, Alberta, Greenlights, Alberta independence referendum. Let's collect signatures and go. This is fantastic. I knew it was coming up early January, and we are now a go. Mitch Sylvestre, proponent for the citizen-initiated constitutional referendum, is thrilled to announce that on January 2nd, excuse me one second, Alberta's chief electoral officer issued the petition for the question, do you agree that the province of Alberta should cease to be a part of Canada to become an independent state? Wow. Let that sink in. Yeah, that feels good. All right, let's go. All right, hang on one second. I got to put up, I definitely have to put up some sort of a sound effect for that. And this wording aligns directly with the Federal Clarity Act and ensuring a clear path to constitutional negotiations in the event of a yes vote in a future referendum. As proponent, Mitch Sylvestre has discussed in recent interviews across various platforms, including Bridge City News, this issuance marks a historic milestone for Alberta's independent movement. The grassroots campaign is now fully mobilized to collect the required 177,732 valid signatures within the official 120-day collection period from January 3rd to May 2nd, 2026. All right, signature collection will begin as soon as practicable. Is that really a word? With Elections Alberta processing the registration of canvassers starting immediately. Petitions are expected to be ready for distribution between January 5th and January 10th, 2026. While we will not commence actual signature gathering tomorrow, January 3rd, we are fully prepared to ramp up immediately following certification. Our methods will include door-to-door canvassing by thousands of dedicated volunteers across every community in Alberta, town hall meetings, and public events to engage supporters. We already have over 250,000 Albertans who have pledged their support, and our strategy focuses on each volunteer recruiting 2 to 4 additional signatories from their personal networks, ensuring strict ID verification for every signature. Interested Albertans can sign up as a volunteer at albertaprosperityproject.com. I've included the links, so if you're following me, tonight we're on, let me see, we're on Rumble, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, we're on Substack, we're on BitChute, we're on yournews.com. What other one did I miss on there? And we're also on Telegram. So if you find me on any of those, I've got the link. I should have the link on all of those for albertaprosperityproject.com. The dedicated campaign website will be live Monday, providing additional opportunities to participate, donate, and stay informed. This fully transparent, citizen-funded effort, backed by a dedicated bank account and pursuing third-party advertiser status, represents a defining moment for all who hold dear faith, family, and freedom. Come on, let's go. This is so exciting. I am so excited about this. Yeah. All right, I'm really going wild over here. All right, so that is the Alberta independence movement. Now, I hope you're with me. Sign up, become a participant, get your friends and family, get them started today. So talk to your friends and family, get them ready to sign so that when you come around with that petition, because I know that all of my viewers, all of my listeners, you guys are all going to be out there banging on doors, talking to your neighbors, and signing up as many Albertans as possible for the petition. Obviously, 177,732 is a great number, and that's obviously the number that we have to achieve for the petition. But from what I believe and from what I understand, we would love to have over 1 million signatures on that petition. So when it comes time to do the referendum, which is, potentially in October, that we have all the people that we need and they're ready to go. Verified signatures, all the same people. Essentially, it's a one and done, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We just go and we get that. And this will be a challenge. Do not think that this is going to be easy, but I know Albertans and I know the crowd that you are, and you're going to go out there and just crush the petition. Yeah. Did I tell you that 2026, I'm officially calling the year of the reckoning? The reckoning. We are going to hold people accountable. This is the year that it's going to unravel, that we're going to pull the thread, and all of it is going to fall to the side. We're going to hold people accountable. They're going to go to jail. They're going to be all those other good things that we know happens when somebody's held accountable. All the other things that evil people have to do. All right, we're going to move on from the Alberta petition. Okay, I do want to show you that book while I'm at it, because I think it really makes sense to show those to you right now. All right, this is the link right here. You know what? I'm going to include this link. What the hell am I thinking? I'm going to include this link. Here I am grabbing the link right now, and I'm going to throw it into all of the streams. Let me just find it here while I'm thinking about it. While I got you on here, I'm going to throw this link right into my BitChute stream. Paste. There we are. Okay, I've thrown the link in for the book into there. And then I'll make sure that link goes into all the others. But I found this awesome, and I think it did a pretty good job. It's not perfect, so bear with me here a bit. But brightlearn.ai books, and you too can just jump in there, and you want to put a book together for. Maybe it's your child, maybe it's a grandparent, maybe it's somebody else, maybe you just want to learn yourself. I think it's a really interesting resource. Anyway, I put this together, obviously, because this is what we're going through right now. And I put this together so you can hop in here, you can read the table of contents. This is only 3 chapters. It's a free book. Doesn't cost you anything to have the AI build it. But I think it's a really interesting resource. Check it out. Tell me what you think. I'd love to hear your comments. Always, always, always love to hear comments. Send me an email. Go right through my website, unscrewthenews.com. Find my email address. Send me an email. But you can comment right here on X. You can comment on YouTube. You can comment on Rumble. Whatever you like. Anyway, this is an interesting resource. I thought it would be fantastic. I made this book using the AI. It's Alberta Unleashed, the birth of the free nation and the dawn of unfettered prosperity. All right, I'm going to move on to, some of the craziness going on here in the world. Let me see, where am I at here? Not that one. This one right here. Oh yeah, this is it. All right, get this. So we've all heard of the stories of the Somalians, the daycare, the care facilities. But check this out. This is how insane our world is right now. UN Security Council welcomes Somalia as the new president. Somalia assumed the rotating presidency of the UN Nation Security Council on January 1st, placing a country widely described by critics as a failed or fragile state in charge of setting the agenda for the world's most powerful international security body for the month. I mean, can you get any more insane? I'm not going to spend a bunch of time on it, but it's yournews.com. I love using it, and I'm streaming on there right now. Let me see, where am I going to now? Oh God, we got to talk about this. I'm sorry to bounce back and forth, but I totally forgot. We need to talk about, obviously, this water main break. If you live in Calgary, so we had this water main break December 30th. We're living under water restrictions right now, still a boiling water advisory. From what I know, it's Parkdale, it's Point McKay, and Montgomery. In those three areas, you're still under a boil water advisory. As far as I know, check 311.ca to find out the most up to date. But check this out. Smith calls water main break unacceptable, hints at stronger provincial oversight. But she goes on to blame Nenshi, who, what we found out from last year, negated to actually do maintenance. So there was essentially 10 years of inadequate maintenance on these lines. And so I thought that was really interesting. One of the other things I wanted to pull up here, I'm just going to look for an article. Let's see here. Oh, I don't want to disable my blocker. Okay. Braid, Farkas threatened New Year's Eve council meeting if city boss didn't cough up 2024 pipe explosion report. City official speaking earnestly reveals monitoring system is useless and the city has no idea what's going on with the vulnerable South Bears Paw feeder main. But anyway, what this comes down to is it's really heating up at City Hall. We would all love to see, I think, a cleaning of the house, a cleaning of City Hall. It needs to be reconciled. Remember I said this was the year of reckoning? Well, I am hoping Calgary City Council, and I hope it for you too in Edmonton, if you're in Edmonton, I hope that these city councils are swept clean of the overburdened fluff that our city council, our administration mostly is chock-a-block full of high-paid bureaucrats that just hire other people to manage so that nobody is really ever held accountable. Anyway, Mayor Jeremy Farkas is not happy. He told me Wednesday afternoon he was ready to call a special meeting of council later New Year's Eve if Chief Administrator Duckworth, this guy gets paid $400,000 plus, had not given him and other councillors an independent report on the 2024 Bears Paw line blowout. I and several councillors met with Duckworth at the emergency center. We told him we want the report. If that doesn't happen, there will be a special meeting. Okay, it continues, right? So one of the other things that that we're being told, and this is from one of the other councillors, is that there really should be no input from anybody, the mayor, Duckworth, into what this report has to say. I say, as a citizen of Calgary, I want the report unredacted, unedited. I want the report from this independent body to be complete and with all the warts showing so that we know who to blame. I want finger pointing. I want this guy fired. I want hundreds of city employees fired for the debacle that the city has become. This joke that the city hall, our city hall, the ones that we pay for, the city hall of Calgary is a joke right now, full of fluff, overpaid, bureaucratic, paper pushing bullshit. And we need to clean house. Mayor Jeremy Farkas, you need to clean house. City Council, you need to clean house. Okay, this is my next point, is that I have put together, I may have put together an email, and you can use the same template. Go right ahead. I did post this to X. If you're interested in using it, please do. Anyway, this is the body of it. I believe it is well past time for our elected council, chosen by the people to represent them, to take decisive action and restore accountability. For years, residents have endured the overreach of mayors, councillors, and administration who have dictated terms to the very taxpayers funding their positions in our city hall. It's imperative that you and the newly elected council reclaim control of this expansive, self-focused administration. We have witnessed priorities such as art projects, DEI initiatives, ESG policies, blanket rezoning despite opposition from thousands of Calgarians, and drag queen story hours overshadowing essential services and the safety of our families. In the light of the recent catastrophic pipe burst, where we were fortunate, no lives were lost. That was just horrific to watch. Some of the footage and some of our emergency responders having to go and save these people. Where we were fortunate, no lives were lost. It is overdue for you to fulfill your responsibilities and adopt a bold, reform-oriented approach akin to Javier Milei's to free our city from the entrenched ideological influences. Anyway, there it is. If you want to use it, please do. Send it off. Call your counselor. Call, email, tweet, whatever you want to do. But you've got to reach out. We have got to put the pressure. We have a new council. We have a new mayor. Let's push and let's clean up City Hall. All right, that's my rant for now. I'm moving on to silver. Let's see here, silver, where did it go? I had this article all lined up here. I want to show you. Obviously, silver is going through the roof as far as price is concerned. If you've listened to any of the stuff that I talked about, I had David Parker on recently. We talked, and he talked specifically about supply and demand. Obviously, this is another huge factor. As of January 1st, yesterday, China is no longer, and they have the most refineries, as far as I know. They have bought mines throughout the world. So they're bringing all the silver into China. China's January 1st silver curbs to deepen global crunch. Analysts warn amid volatility. Beijing's new export licensing system seen squeezing foreign buyers, pushing prices towards $100 US an ounce. Elon Musk joins warning chorus. China's move to restrict silver export is set to keep the metal in the spotlight, with analysts warning of a supply crunch following weeks of volatile price swings. Effective Thursday, the Ministry of Commerce will implement a 2-year special government license for exports of silver, along with tungsten and antimony. While Beijing says the measure is aimed at protecting resources and the environment, market watchers see it as a signal that supply to overseas markets will be further limited. The U.S. has also just categorized silver as a what was the term that they used? But it's an important mineral, so that puts it into a different category now. It's not just a nice shiny metal anymore. Strategic. I think it was strategic. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about silver. I told you that I'm really hot on silver. I have been for many, many years. If you want to protect your family's wealth, buy silver and hold it in your hand. Do not buy the paper contracts. Do not get the IOUs, because that's what that means, is it's just an IOU. You actually have to have the physical in your hand, in your possession, whatever it is, if it's in a safety deposit box or a safe, or you have some sort of a contract where you actually own the physical metal. That's important. All right, you guys, you know what? Let me see if there was anything else that I wanted to talk to you about. I think I've gone through it all, but I just really wanted to touch base on those things, because this is it's a great night, and it's a pivotal moment, being that we have now, let me see, we'll go back to that one here. Hang on one second. The APP, we're going to go back to this one right here. We're going to leave off there. But I appreciate you being here, and get out there, sign up to be a volunteer. We're going to push forward on this momentous occasion of becoming the nation of Alberta. We're going to be one of the most successful and prosperous. We're going to create the beacon of freedom and show people how they can do it for themselves. I'm sure Saskatchewan and a big part of BC will probably join us, maybe the Yukon, and let's go Quebec, like go for it. And let's have your own independence. I think that theirs will probably happen around 2027. It will really, really cripple the other provinces, and maybe they'll have to pick up their bootstraps. But anyway, God bless you all. Thank you very much for being here. And I look forward to having you tomorrow night. Bruce, sorry, I'm going to have Dennis Modry, Dr. Dennis Modry here, and we're going to talk obviously about the Alberta Prosperity Project and the momentous but very exciting time that we're living in. And we're all going to, cross the finish line together. So let's stay sane together. Keep your head on a swivel. God bless you all, and get out there and make a difference. All right. This is Bruce, and I'm out of here. Thank you so much for watching Unscrew the News. I appreciate your participation in freedom in Canada. Share this information and help others to wake up. God bless.